Vocabulary is the foundation of everything your students learn, but it only works if they're actually paying attention. You know what's a great attention grabber? Games. In this video, I'm showing you how to use Knoword to turn your word lists into high-energy games in just a few easy steps. Here's the game plan for today. I'm going to show you how to build a fast-paced word game that's tailored to your curriculum, track your students' progress with live results so you can see who's mastering the material in real time, and we'll turn those games into printable activities for offline practice. All you need to follow along is a free Knoword account. Everything I'm showing you today is included in the free plan. Ready to go? Let's jump in. The first step is building your game. In Knoword, we call these custom vocabulary games packs. To create your first pack, click on the purple Create button at the top of the page. From this menu, we have the option to start a new pack from scratch or generate a pack to give us a head start. That's what we're going to do today. So I'll click Generate a Pack, and then think of the topic that you want your pack to be about and describe it in this prompt box. You can be really specific, mention things like language or grade level, tone or style. I'm just gonna type in the solar system. And then when you're ready, click Generate Pack. And then after a few seconds, you'll end up on a page that looks like this. On the right, you'll see a preview of the terms and clues that get generated. And on the left, you'll see a little chat window where you can ask for revisions or adjustments. For instance, I could say, make the clues appropriate for elementary level readers. And yeah, it simplified this list pretty well. So when you're happy with the results, click Create Pack, and you'll end up on this page, the pack editor. This is where you can make any changes to your pack. Things like adding or removing words, importing words in bulk, or updating the title, description, or cover image of your pack. To add a word to your pack, start by clicking the Add Words button on the right side of the screen, choose Create New, and then think of the term you want to add. In my case, I'll add the word planet and write your clue, a rock that orbits a star. You can choose a part of speech if you want, and when you're ready, click Save Word. And my new word planet was just added to my pack. That wasn't too bad, but doing this for many words in a row could become tedious. So let's explore another option that can save us some time and precious brain power. Again, I'll click on Add Words, but this time I'll select Magic Import. Just like when we generated our pack, you can describe what kind of clues you want in plain language. For example, I could say, add 3 more clues related to space flight, and then click Generate Clues. And then it's the same sort of workflow that we experienced the first time. We have a preview of the words that we're adding on the right and a window to make adjustments on the left. And this looks good to me, so I'll go ahead and save changes. And my 3 new words just got added to my pack. To update a word you've already added, simply click that word's card in your pack editor. In this case, I'm going to select planet. I'm going to capitalize it because I noticed that all the other words in my pack are also capitalized. I'm going to remove the part of speech because none of the other words in my pack contain a part of speech. And I'm going to refine this definition. I'm going to say a large round object that orbits a star, and add punctuation, capitalization, stuff like that. And then click Save Word. And my word is updated in place. Another important feature you'll probably need to use when making a pack is removing words. To remove a word, hover over any word in your pack and you'll see this circle in the middle of its word card. You can click that circle to select it and then click other cards if you want to select them as well. And once you're ready, click Remove from Pack. If you make a mistake and you want to re-add a word that you just removed, you can use your word bank. So you click on Add Words, Add from Bank, And then there's the word that you just removed. In my case, it's astronaut, and I just click it to add it back into my pack. So all of the words that are highlighted in my word bank are included in my pack. Okay, now that we've created and updated our pack, it's time to take it for a spin. At the top of the page, just click on your pack title, and that'll bring us to the game page. We have 3 different game modes available. Classic tests your typing and spelling skills. Multiple choice is exactly the way it sounds. You get 3 options, you have to choose the correct one. And then pairs is a drag and drop game mode where players connect a word with its matching clue. You can also configure the game settings by clicking on the Rules button at the bottom of the screen. Here you can adjust things like the time limit, adding more time or less, or just removing the time limit entirely, as well as different settings that increase or decrease the difficulty of the game. So let's jump right in. I'm going to choose Classic, and feel free to play along as I go. So let's start game. The biggest planet in our solar system, that would be Jupiter. The round object we see in the night sky, that's the moon. A small icy planet, sometimes called a dwarf planet. Starts with P, and you can see the number of letters that the word contains in these indicators below the word. So this one's Pluto.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So you could just send out a link to your pack for your students to play and practice their own way, but sometimes you need more control and visibility. For instance, you might want to make sure that your students use a specific game mode or play with a certain set of rules enabled. That's where Knoword assignments come in. Assignments let you create pre-configured games using any pack on the website, and they also help you track student progress by viewing the results of games played. To create an assignment, head over to your packs, so click on the user menu in the top right corner, select My Packs, and there's my Solar System for Kids pack that I just created. Click on the 3 dots, we'll scroll down to Assign, and then you can give an assignment a name, time limit, you can choose the game mode or any specific settings. You can even add a due date to make sure that your students complete the assignment before a specific day or time. I'm just gonna leave everything as is, maybe disable the time limit, and then click Create Assignment. Great, now I have an assignment. As you can see, my assignment doesn't have any submissions, so let's change that. To share an assignment with your class, there are a few options. So let's look at the share menu at the top of the screen. So we can copy the link and send it in an email or your LMS of choice. You can show a QR code and have students scan it if they're using tablets or their own phones. You can even share to Google Classroom. You can connect your Google Classroom account and your assignment will be shared instantly in there. Or you can use our class code system where you can share this unique code with your students. And then from the Knoword homepage, they just click this button beside Have a Class Code, click here and input that class code to join your game. When somebody accesses your assignment, this is what it looks like. Notice how the option to select a game mode or change the rules are missing. It's important to note that students do not need an account to access your assignment. Here's what it would look like if someone landed on this page without an account. In this case, the student would have to enter their name or any other kind of initials, pseudonym, student identifier, as long as it's something that their teacher will be able to recognize that it's this student who made this assignment submission. I'm going to quickly play through an assignment so that we can see what the results look like back in the dashboard. Okay, so now I'm going to head back to my assignment details page. I'll click on my user menu, select My Assignments, and then click on my assignment in the table. I can see my single submission represented in this chart. If I jump down to submissions, I'll see there it is. You can click on the submission to see exactly what words the player got right or wrong. And notice that this page is live. It's going to update in real time as more submissions appear. You can also see how your class is doing on the assignment as a whole using the term performance overview. This chart breaks breaks down your assignment on a term-by-term basis, highlighting terms that your class understands well and ones that might require further instruction. You can click on any term to see a breakdown of how many times it was answered and by who and what the result was. I've heard from teachers how computers can be a scarce resource at school. You don't always have access to the computer lab, or maybe you just want to reduce screen time and incorporate some more pen and paper activities. Well, with Knoword, you can download any pack on the website as a variety of offline activities. Let me show you what I mean. I've got my solar system pack. I'll click on the pack actions menu and select print. And you'll see a preview of your exercise on the right, as well as a bunch of different configuration options on the left. You can do things like show or hide the word bank at the top of the page, show or hide the first letter hint, change the format of the question from a fill-in-the-blank activity to multiple choice. You can also adjust things like spacing and paper size. And when you're ready, just download the PDF and print it out. And it'll look something like this. A nice pen and paper activity ready to distribute and fill out. We also offer flashcards where you just print this page out like this on double-sided mode and then cut along the lines to arrive at a stack of flashcards. Just like that. Well, that's all I've got to go over today. You can check out some of the videos on screen for more printable activities inspiration, but otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.